And our first item tonight, I'd like to welcome Representative Lori Mizgorski and Representative and Speaker of the House Mike Turzai to our meeting tonight to present the Gaming and Economic Development Fund grant in the amount of $250,000 to the district. Welcome, folks.
Oh, Mr. President, thanks so much for having us. Thanks, Peter. Do you mind if we...
Please, yeah.
As you all know, we, myself and my good friend and colleague, Representative Lori Mizgorski, we each represent one of the communities in the Pine-Richland School District. I represent the Pine Township part of the school district, and Representative Mizgorski represents the Richland Township part of the district. And we just think the world of the Pine-Richland School District and its students. At one point, I represented both communities. With redistricting, Richland Township went to the 30th district because of growth in population out our way. I want to tell you a little bit, and then Representative Mizgorski is going to talk to you about her involvement with schools and sports in schools and why we think athletics are so important to all of our school districts and our students. And certainly we understand the importance of academics first and the arts. But athletics are a big part of an important part of the community and the school atmosphere as well. The Gaming and Economic and Development Fund, we had started that in the state legislature some time ago with the first gaming expansion bill, which goes back almost 20 years. But in the last iteration in 2017, we did not think, myself as Speaker, that there was enough representation of that money going around throughout the entire district. We changed how that money was being utilized in that legislation in 2017, and as a result, many of the outlying communities in Allegheny County more of that money was available to those counties. As Speaker, I have significant influence over those monies with my colleagues that represent many of the Allegheny County communities. And we're very equitable about it, but we are also very, very demanding about how those dollars are going to be spent. They really have to be spent on infrastructure projects with respect to the communities and with respect to the schools. We've always had a great relationship with Dr. Miller from the moment he's come over here to Pine-Richland School District. And I had asked him specifically where we might be able to best spend that $250,000 in terms of improvements with respect to the athletic facilities. And because I knew we were going to be able to secure those particular dollars. He and his team submitted an application. While they do have to go through 2 rounds of votes, both at the Allegheny County level, which is really just sort of a rubber stamp of what we have submitted, and then an organization called the Commonwealth Financing Authority. As Speaker, I have an appointment to that particular Commonwealth Financing Authority. Representative Mizgorski and I, because we share this school district, work hand in hand on projects here. And Representative Mizgorski also works on some other projects, as did I in my district and she in her district. I just want to read this to you here. We are pleased to report that the $250,000 grant has been approved by both the RAAC, the Redevelopment Authority of Allegheny County, which is the submittal of the project to the Commonwealth Financing Authority. And we know that multiple teams struggle to garner necessary practice and play time due to wet field conditions, lack of lighting. This project will provide a regulation-sized play area with a synthetic surf and field lighting. And the project also adds additional sidewalks and a 10-foot high fence to the fields. The new surface will allow teams to play in any weather condition. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Representative Mizgorski, who has had 3 of her children go through the Shaler School District, one who's a senior right now. And Representative Mizgorski, please proceed.
Well, thank you for having us here this evening, and I want to thank the speaker because when he approached me about this project, I was very excited to contribute to supporting it because it fit well with the other projects I was doing in my district. which includes a park in Shaler and Hampton Community Park as well. So this just was a project was a good fit for what I've been doing. And I know the speaker still is sad that he lost Richland. And that might even have influenced him retiring now. But I'm very happy to have Richland. I have family here. I have 2 nephews that went through the school district. They're both very successful young men, I can report. But I'm glad you're going to get these renovations on the field. Because I have an athlete, my son is a senior, and he is a football player. And as he played varsity quarterback all 4 years, and so as a freshman and a sophomore, he had to go up against Pine-Richland. So it was very scary for me. I'm glad he's graduating because you're dropping down to 5A again, so Shaler has to face you again, and you are formidable opponents. And now with this extra field, you're going to be able to practice like double, triple, I don't know, in every sport, so it's going to be much tougher. But I'm glad to be a part of this. I look forward to coming out and seeing the project when it's done, and hopefully the speaker will be able to join me. And I don't think I'll necessarily do anything athletic, maybe jog, but I'm not so good with the ball. I leave that to my son. So thank you.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, we're glad to take them. But I would just like to say, Dr. Miller, you and Peter came out to those first meetings, and to both of you, thank you very, very much for your input and your leadership in helping us get this done.
Okay. Thank you on behalf of the district. And I'm sure Mr. Lyons will add some comments. Really appreciate the support and the long-time relationship. So thank you, Speaker. We really do appreciate that. I want to take 1 second, though, for Sarah. So we are, as you, I know, probably tell her a million times over, she is an unbelievable part of your staff and your team in support for Pine-Richland specifically. And I cannot think of someone who on a day-to-day basis represents your interests or can support us as she does. So really appreciate, and I never get the opportunity to thank you in a setting like this. So thank you so much for all the little unseen things that make a big difference to this community, Sarah. So thank you.
Sarah Kennedy is my district director, and also has responsibilities with respect to the state, given the Speaker's office. Lydia and I are actually godparents to her oldest, Mary, her daughter. She also has a little boy, and just does an amazing job and has a great friendship with so many people in the Pine-Richland School District and in Pine Township municipal government as well. And Sarah administers a lot of this, but a lot of other items as well too. And thank you so much, Doctor, for actually calling her out.
We are so grateful.
I did want her to run again, to run for my job. She didn't want it. Peter, I apologize, Mr. Lyons.
No, it is part of our plan and vision for students that athletics, diverse opportunities inside and outside of the classroom be accessible. And today, having only one turf field for a district of, over 4,500 students wasn't sufficient. We recognize that. And these funds will allow us to bring a second turf field so students can play year-round and practice, hone their skills, develop their bodies as well as their minds. Our ultimate Frisbee team won't be able to say they play in a detention basin. I think they always played that up a little more than that would actually happen. But certainly it will go to good use throughout the community. And you guys know, as you drive past all these schools year-round, the fields are used. The community comes and uses them in off hours and weekends as well.
No
so just a tremendous addition to this campus that we've built here as a community. So thank you on behalf of all of Pine-Richland.
Thank you.